Good afternoon. My name is Andy Sullivan, and this is my vlog for October 14, 2024. We're going to start out with AEW Wrestle Dream results from Saturday. I did not watch the show because I did not have enough iTunes credit to watch it. Otherwise, I probably would have got it, especially with what happened at the end. Little surprise, but we'll save that for later. ROH World TV Championship started it off with the Machine Brian Cage winning the ROH World TV title. I don't know if anyone was expecting that. I wasn't, but good for him. Honestly, I don't know a lot about ROH. Really wish they'd get on TV, get a deal, so people would know more. Harley Cameron versus Anna Jay. Anna Jay got the win, as honestly I was kind of hoping. She's been in Japan picking some stuff up. Glad to see her back and doing well in AEW. The M&M collection, not a collection of M&Ms, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Mason Madden and Mansoor against the Acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Caster with Daddy Ass, aka Billy Gunn. Now, there was a surprise as the M&M collection got themselves a manager. And, excuse me, what they call them now, a corner man, a second. They probably don't call them managers anymore. But anyway, a little blast from the past for Attitude Era WWE fans such as myself. It's Rico. Remember the old Billy and Chuck team from back in the day? Rico was their manager, and he went on to still be in WWE and be a superstar himself when Billy and Chuck disbanded. So, and I did see little video clips on Twitter. See, you really don't need, unless you really, really want the pay-per-view, you can just go on Twitter and see everything that is of substance. Because I saw the video of Rico debuting in AEW on Wrestle Dream for free. I saw the main event, not the entire main event, but what happened at the end on Twitter for free. So anyway, the Acclaimed and Excalibur says the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass live to scissor another day. So, yeah. Caster came down with the mic drop and pin Mansoor. Tony Khan came out next with the grandsons of Antonio Inoki. And Tony Khan led the crowd in a chant of, okay, I can't say this, and I'm not going to Ichi ni Sandai, which, if you know what that means, let me know. Eight-man tag team match, Outrunners and the Conglomeration versus the Premier Athletes. Are the Premier Athletes still a thing? I'm honestly, I'm surprised. And I'm also surprised. Oh, and Dark Orders, John Silver and Alex Reynolds with Evil Uno. They're still a thing. Okay. Well, anyway, the Outrunners scored the pinfall. So the furthering the push of the Outrunners, which I like. The Outrunners, they're pretty entertaining. I like them. Let's see, Renee Young or Renee Paquette. I still occasionally would call her Renee Young from her WWE days. Oops. Was backstage with AEW Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada. Okada is now medically cleared, so that's why he hasn't been defending the title lately. Kyle O'Reilly approached Okada looking for a title match. Okada, of course, said no because that's the Elite way. Hangman Page versus Gang Bang. Okay, let's back up. See, I don't stop and re-record because I'm not trying to make this smooth and perfect. You're going to hear all my screw-ups. I'm going to keep them in. That's just the way I've always been. Hangman Page versus Switchblade Jay White with Juice Robinson. Page went into the match. Page went for the buckshot, but Jay White countered, blasting Page with a Blade Runner and pinned him. AEW Women's Championship, Mariah May retained, of course. TNT Championship, Scapegoat beat Okada. Then Daniel Garcia sprinted to the ring and had a stare down with Jack Perry. So, are we gonna get Daniel Garcia versus Jack Perry for the TNT title, maybe? Well, not so fast. Although we could. I say not so fast because MJF's music hit. He power walked to the ring. Garcia encouraged MJF to get into the ring. MJF got in Garcia's face. Perry blindsides Garcia with the championship. MJF removed his suit jacket, hammered down on Garcia with punches to the head. And Adam Cole's music hits. He sprinted to the ring and MJF retreated. So it looks like MJF versus Adam Cole, and also looks like Garcia versus Jack Perry for the TNT title. That would be cool. Next up was the Continental Championship match. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus the Alpha Kenosuke. Let me try this again. I cannot speak. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus the Alpha Kenosuke Takeshita. I got it. I got it. Well, it ended up, and I'm glad it ended up like this. Takeshita won the title. Nigel McGuinness says Kyle Fletcher decided to move on and up from Ospreay. Fletcher wasn't done spiking Ospreay with the Tiger Driver. Nigel says, which of course is wrong, the move that Will Ospreay says was too dangerous might have just ended his career. No, it didn't. It didn't. He'll be back. Come on, man. It's a move. They know how to take moves. Renee Paquette backstage with Jerry Lynn and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Lynn basically pumped Cassidy up, saying you could be the man. Now that is something that will play into what happened in the main event. Hook approached Cassidy, agreed with Lynn, and told Jerry to listen, or told Orange to listen to him. Prince Nana introduced Swerve Strickland. Swerve, it feels weird being out here without the championship around my waist. I'll cut to the chase. My medical update is a little wonky. I still feel tingling in the back of my neck. That is not good. It's almost like everything I said about Bryan Danielson is coming back to me now. But with all that being said, I'm medically cleared. Wanted to come out and address my hometown, my people. I wanted to tell you guys about the past and present and what I plan to do for the future. And my future is, and of course, MVP and Shelton Benjamin interrupted. MVP, of course, wanted to talk to you about your future, but maybe your minion hasn't given you my business card. He said, Swerve, you and I, we have history. They do? Has AEW ever explained this? I guess they will eventually. Oh, 2017. Yeah, that's... But anyway, what is probably eventually going to happen? Swerve... It's going to be Swerve and him getting the band back together, the band being Mogul Affiliates, against MVP's Hurt Business, which they're going to call, let's see, what are they going to call it? Can't call them the Hurt Business. The Hurt Syndicate, is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. Hologram versus the LFI's Beast Mortos in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Hologram won the match to go 15-0. Grudge match. Darby Allin beats Brody King. Brody offered his hand to Darby, and Darby accepted. That's new. AEW Tag Team Championship match. What I used to call Roman Reigns championship matches in AEW and WWE, the foregone conclusion matches. This was a foregone conclusion. The Young Bucks were going to retain, and guess what? They did. It only took 3 TK drivers, but they did. ROH World Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Mark Briscoe, another foregone conclusion match. No, it was not. Briscoe beat Jericho. I cannot believe that happened. Main event. Now this was a foregone conclusion. You knew that Jon Moxley was going to beat Bryan Danielson, and he did. But what you didn't know was that Moxley put Danielson in the sleeper, and Mox won via ref stoppage. So Danielson tapped out to a sleeper hold. He passed out. Okay. Jon Moxley, your new AEW champion. A somber Excalibur says this is the end of Danielson's full-time career. Well, maybe. Okay, he did say full-time career. So what I'm thinking is Danielson takes about 6 months off and comes back, and yeah, we have not seen the last of Bryan Danielson in AEW. I promise you that. Shafir, Claudio, and Pac came down to the ring. They placed the AEW World Championship into a black bag. Mox grabbed a plastic bag, but Wheeler Yuta and Darby Allin ran down to stop Mox from using the plastic bag on Danielson again. Wheeler blindsided Darby and charged at him with a knee strike. Marina and Pac tied Darby in the corner with duct tape. Moxley handed Wheeler the bag, and Wheeler used the bag on Danielson. Darby pleaded for Wheeler to stop. Private Party and Jeff Jarrett sprinted down to help Danielson. They were outnumbered, though. Claudio stomped on a steel chair wrapped around Danielson's neck. The rest of the locker room cleared out, and Moxley and his squad retreated. This horrific scene is the worst I've ever seen in my life, said Tony Schiavone. Really worst? Really, Tony? I mean, listen. Okay. So 2 pay-per-views ago, actually no, the last pay-per-view, they had 2 like that. They had the cage match where Hangman stuck a needle into Swerve's mouth. And they had the match where Mox turned on Bryan and stuck a bag over his head. Saturday night was the second bag sticking over the head. Is that going to happen at the next pay-per-view? Boy, if that happened on Dynamite, you know how quickly they would be canceled? Oh my God. So it's now the BCC versus AEW. Everybody in AEW. BCC, if they want to remake AEW in their image, that would fly in the face of everybody, including the Elite. So is the Elite going to turn face, or is this going to be a case of all the locker room banding together, and after this storyline is over in 3 years, we go back to face and heel? That's what I'm guessing. The Titans is where I'm going to go next. the Tennessee Titans lost to the Indianapolis Colts 20-17. Colts are 3-3, and Titans are a fantastic and sparkling 1-4. Yeah, this game is so good that I slept through it. The fourth quarter, I slept through. More importantly, Big Blue Madness was Friday night. Former coach Rick Pitino returned to Camelot, as he calls it. I've read that St. John isn't very happy about his appearance at another school's madness, and I'm not just talking about some fans. Some of the higher-ups weren't thrilled either. And there's a video of Coach Pitino talking to some of the players about Mark Pope. Like I said, this is not going to be very welcome in St. John's, and they're probably going to fire him after this season. Whether they judge it on how he does or not. NASCAR race. Tyler Reddick won Stage 1 of the Bofa Roval 400 in Charlotte. Alex Bowman won Stage 2. Kyle Larson won at the Roval for the first time since the year he won the NASCAR Championship. Is that a sign of things to come for Mr. Larson next month? That's when the NASCAR Championship is won, or when it's given out. This race solidified the round of 8. This was Larson's 6th win of 2024, following the disqualification of the 48 for failing to meet the minimum weight requirement. Joey Logano advances in the playoffs. In other words, he got lucky. Now, as far as the playoff standings, we are down to 8. Number 8, Alex Bowman. Number 7, Chase Elliott. Number 6, Denny Hamlin. Number 5, Ryan Blaney now. These are the bottom 4. So the next elimination race, Alex Bowman, who is down 18, could be eliminated unless he wins. Chase Elliott, who is down 9, or Denny Hamlin, who's down 6, or Ryan Blaney, who's down 4 points, could be eliminated. But my guess is on Blaney charging ahead and taking somebody's spot. Maybe William Byron in 4th, 4 points to the good. Tyler Reddick is 3rd, 10 points to the good. Christopher Bell is 2nd with 13 points to the good, and 33 points to the good is number 1, Kyle Larson. So we will see what happens next as far as that is concerned. And finally, tonight starts, well, actually last night technically started the season premieres. Last night was the season premiere started the CBS season premieres. ABC season premieres began last week with Abbott Elementary. And those shows, which, interesting thing that I noticed when I was looking through last week, and I believe I mentioned this on the vlog last week, I think Abbott Elementary is the lone comedy on ABC now with the cancellation of the Connors. I think Abbott is it until they decide to bring some more that get canned. But this year that's, I believe, the only one on the schedule, at least for this part of the year. NCIS and the 2-hour series premiere of NCIS Origins air tonight on CBS, and over on NBC, they've got The Voice. I believe that's episode 4 of the blind auditions. And after The Voice, they have episode 4 of Brilliant Minds, which I've been watching on the Peacock app. It's a good show. I like that show. Now let's see. Let's travel with me, if you will. I'm going to run down the Kelly Clarkson and the Tonight Show for the week. Let me see. Okay, let's pull up the Kelly Clarkson show today, Monday, October 14th. Cameo Okie instead of Kelly Okie with Gavin DeGraw. He sings Maybe I'm Amazed, which I'm assuming is the Paul McCartney and Wings cover of the Paul McCartney and Wings song. I don't know. I haven't been interesting to see about that. And let's see, I told you about The Voice, Brilliant Minds. Oh, looks like the Tonight Show is going to be a repeat this week. Cool. Let's see. Kelly and Mark tomorrow, Tuesday. Ben Falcone and Melissa McCarthy and Mark Cuban from Shark Tank. Tomorrow on Kelly. Kelly Opie? Yeah. Okay. Kelly Okie is Break Up Over Breakfast, which is probably an Olivia Rodrigo song. She has been, or Chaperone. She's been crazy about Chaperone, covering her songs the past few weeks. Trevor Noah is on, Taylor Tomlinson. So that is Tuesday. Tuesday night, The Voice Blind Auditions Part 6 and The Irrational, which I also haven't started watching yet. I'll watch that one on Peacock as well. And okay, The Tonight Show all this week is going to be repeats, which is cool because that's another show I've been watching on Peacock. Kelly Clarkson on Wednesday. Oh. Karaoke duet with Jelly Roll, I'm Not Okay. Laura Dern, Liam Hemsworth, rapper Jelly Roll. I think it's funny that he is labeled as a rapper. Gloria Estefan is on. Oh, by the way, while I'm going to Thursday's Kelly, it was announced yesterday during the Cowboys game that Lainey Wilson will be performing at the Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game. And she said she was going to have special guests, which I can only assumes Jelly Roll. And I am thinking that, Kelsey Ballerini said that this past year was it for her doing the CMT Awards. I'm thinking that Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson will be hosting the CMT Awards. Now, as you know, as was announced last week, Peyton Manning, Luke Bryan, and Lainey Wilson are hosting the CMA Awards next month. So, busy times for Lainey. Busy times for Lainey. Back to Kelly. Thursday, karaoke is Ain't That Lonely Yet, Dwight Yoakam song. I'll be interested to hear her take on that. Actor Stanley Tucci, singer Maria Becerra talks and performs. And Friday, Kylie Minogue is on the Today Show. And Marlon Wayans is on GMA Friday. Kelly and Mark Friday. Emily Osment from George and Mandy's First Marriage, which, by the way, premieres Thursday night on CBS. And Friday night on CBS, this is big. Friday night on CBS is the return of season 14 of Blue Bloods. That's big because it's season 14, episode 11. Season 14 is the final season of Blue Bloods. This is the second part of the final season. And the series finale of Blue Bloods will air. Let's see. When will the series finale of Blue Bloods air? The series finale of Blue Bloods will air on It will air in December. Oh, okay. This Blue Bloods Abigail Hawk says the series finale is the best kind of heartbreak. Okay, I'm a little curious as to what that means. Are they gonna are either Frank or his dad gonna die, or both, or neither, or maybe they're just throwing us off? I will definitely be watching, and if you have not been watching Blue Bloods for the past 14 seasons, or if you just want to do a rewatch, go to Paramount Plus. It has that show and a whole lot of other CBS shows. Now, also, speaking of finales, a month before that series finale of Blue Bloods airs in December, the final part of the final season of Yellowstone airs on Paramount Plus. Now that will be hold on, let me the Yellowstone series finale will, it will return, season 5 will return November 10th with the final episodes. But this is what's interesting. Yellowstone is ending when season 5 returns November 10th with the final episodes without star Kevin Costner and his John Dutton. So, how are they gonna finish that? They gonna say that he got killed in the attack. I think there was an attack in it. Yeah. It's been so long since the last part of the season, and the reason is none of that cast likes each other. At least that's what I gather. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And that's 2 great shows that are going off the air, one of which are legendary, that has lasted 14 seasons, and the other of which is Yellowstone, which it's been epic, but it's only been 5 seasons. But, you know, it's a pretty daunting way to do a show like that. And I do applaud them for 5 seasons. That's going to be it for my vlog this week for October 14th, 2024. My name's Andy Sullivan. Hope you guys have a great week. Be calm, be cool, be courageous, and I will catch you guys next Monday. Peace out.